Are you wondering why she's just not that into you? Let's dive into the cold, hard truth about dating. It's a complex game, with rules that seem to change as quickly as the seasons. But there's a common thread running through every successful love story: self-improvement and personal growth. You see, the dating world is a mirror reflecting back at us the parts we need to work on, and sometimes it's the mistakes we're making that hold us back. These could range from over-pursuing to lacking a masculine frame, showing poor body language, or not being sure of ourselves. Then, there are those who don't know how to be polarizing, lack confidence, or aren't true to themselves. And let's not forget the sins of lying, speaking ill of others, and having a poor sense of fashion. It's a lot to take in, right? But don't worry, we're here to help you navigate these choppy waters. Prepare to unlearn what you think you know about dating. Number 1 on our list: over-pursuing. Let's delve into this concept. Over-pursuing is like chasing too hard, too fast. It's the equivalent of running a marathon at a sprinter's pace. You're not going to make it to the finish line. It's a turnoff because it can come across as desperate, as if you're trying to secure something before it slips away. But here's the thing. Attraction isn't a rare commodity that you need to hoard. It's not something that will disappear if you don't lock it down immediately. In fact, the more you chase, the more likely it is to evade you. It's a delicate dance, a game of push and pull. So rather than over-pursuing, aim for balance. Show interest, but also give space. Let things develop naturally. Remember, balance is key in the pursuit. Mistake number 2, lacking a masculine frame. You might wonder, what's a masculine frame? Well, it's not about physical stature, but rather a state of mind. It's about having a solid foundation of self-assurance, an unshakable belief in your worth. It's a mental posture that exudes confidence, authority, and control. It's the way you carry yourself, the way you speak, and how you interact with the world around you. A masculine frame is magnetic. It's attractive because it communicates strength, stability, and integrity. When you maintain a masculine frame, you're saying, I respect myself, and I know what I bring to the table. It's not about exerting dominance, but about projecting an air of self-assuredness. Remember, women are attracted to confidence, not arrogance. They are drawn to men who are comfortable in their skin, men who know their worth. So build that masculine frame and watch as it changes the game. A strong, confident frame is a game changer. The third mistake: poor body language. Now let's talk about how much your body language plays into attraction. You see, body language is a crucial part of communication. It's a silent orchestra that delivers a symphony of signals about how you feel and who you are. Imagine you're at a party, standing off to the side, arms crossed, barely making eye contact. This closed-off stance communicates disinterest and insecurity, even if your words say otherwise. Now picture yourself standing tall, making comfortable eye contact, and using open, welcoming gestures. This posture tells a completely different story, one of confidence and openness. It's not about striking a pose or putting on an act. It's about being aware of how your physical presence impacts your interactions. Your body language can either make you seem approachable and attractive, or it can push people away. Remember, your body tells a story, and that story can be incredibly compelling or incredibly off-putting. Your body speaks louder than your words. Mistake number 4, not being sure of yourself. Now this one is a biggie. When you step into the world of dating, it's like stepping onto a stage. You become a performer, and your audience, they're watching your every move. It's crucial to be sure of yourself. That's not to say you need to have all the answers or never show vulnerability. No, it's about having a firm grasp on who you are, what you want, and where you're going. Uncertainty can lead to confusion, and confusion, my friends, is not attractive. It sends mixed signals and can leave your date feeling unsure too. So, when you're in the dating scene, remember to hold your head high, keep your shoulders back, and stride forward with purpose. Embrace who you are, because if you don't, how can you expect others to? Trust in yourself and others will too. 5th mistake: not knowing how to be polarizing. Now what do we mean by polarizing? It's about standing out from the crowd, not being afraid to voice your opinions and allowing your unique personality to shine through. You see, in the world of dating, being vanilla or just like everyone else rarely works. Women are drawn to men who are confident in their own skin, men who are unapologetically themselves. Whether it's your unique sense of humor, your bold fashion choices, or your controversial opinions, it's these aspects that can make you polarizing. And remember, polarizing isn't about being universally liked. It's about being deeply adored by some, and perhaps not so much by others. But that's the beauty of it. You're not trying to attract everyone, just the right one. The one who appreciates your quirks, your passions, and your individuality. So let your true self be seen. Dare to be different. Mistake number 6. Lacking confidence. We've all heard it before, right? Confidence is attractive. It's the intangible X factor that can turn an average Joe into a captivating charmer. But why is that? Well, confidence communicates self-assuredness. It tells the world that you believe in yourself and your abilities. It's a sign of strength, of courage, of a man who knows his worth. But here's the thing, confidence isn't just about how you see yourself, it's about how others see you. If you lack confidence, it can come across as insecurity, uncertainty, even fear. And let's be real, those aren't exactly attractive qualities, so how do you boost your confidence? Start by recognizing your worth, embracing your strengths and acknowledging your achievements. Step outside your comfort zone, take risks, and learn from your failures. Remember, everyone makes mistakes. It's how you handle them that defines you. Confidence is the key to attraction. 7th mistake, not being yourself. Ever heard of the saying, fake it till you make it? Well, forget it. At least when it comes to dating. There's a world of difference between being confident and being fake. In the dating world, authenticity is key. It's your unique quirks, your genuine reactions that make you stand out from the crowd. When you're not being yourself, you're essentially putting on a mask. But here's the thing, masks slip. And when they do, it's not a pretty sight. You see, nothing kills attraction faster than insincerity. It's like building a house of cards. One gust of wind, and everything comes tumbling down. So be real, be you. Sure, you're not perfect. But guess what? No one is, and that's okay. It's those imperfections that make you human, that make you relatable, so own them, embrace them. Because in the end, be yourself, everyone else is taken. Mistake number 8, lying. Now let's be clear, we're not talking about little white lies here, like saying you love her meatloaf when you don't. We're talking about the big stuff, the kind of dishonesty that can turn a promising connection into a ticking time bomb. Lying about who you are, what you do, or your intentions can create a false image of you in her mind. And when the truth comes out, as it always does, that image shatters. The trust she had in you and the relationship gets broken. Moreover, lying to yourself is equally harmful. Pretending to be someone you're not, or suppressing your true feelings to appease someone else, can lead to resentment and dissatisfaction. Remember, a solid relationship is built on trust and honesty. Being truthful might not always be easy, but it's the only way to build a genuine, lasting connection. Honesty is always the best policy. 9th mistake, talking bad about others. Here we are, at the threshold of one of the most common dating faux pas men make. Speaking negatively about others, especially your ex, isn't just impolite, it's a colossal red flag. It's like a neon sign blinking, "I'm not over my past," or "I don't respect others." Consider this. If you're willing to disparage someone you once cared about, what would stop you from doing the same to your current date? It's a question that will inevitably cross our mind. Plus, it's not just about exes. If you're constantly criticizing friends, family, or even the waiter, it sends a clear message that you're a chronic complainer, a pessimist, someone who sees the glass half empty. Instead of focusing on the flaws of others, highlight their strengths, their quirks, their humanity. Show that you're someone who appreciates the complexities of people. After all, a gentleman never gossips. Let your words reflect your best self. The final mistake, a poor sense of fashion. Now don't get me wrong, you don't need to be a runway model or have an overflowing wardrobe, but your style, your fashion sense plays a crucial role in making a good first impression. Think about it, your style is a visual representation of who you are. It's one of the first things people notice about you. So if you're showing up to a date in sweatpants and a stained t-shirt, what message are you sending? That you don't care. That you don't respect your date enough to make an effort. Now I'm not saying you need to be drenched in designer brands, no. But you should aim to look neat, presentable, and comfortable. Dress in a way that reflects your personality, your interests, your values. Remember, you're not just dressing for yourself, you're dressing for the person you're hoping to impress. So dress to impress, but stay true to your style. Scene script. Let's recap and reveal our bonus tip. We've journeyed through a labyrinth of common dating mistakes men often fall prey to. From the trap of over-pursuing, where too much eagerness can smother the spark, to the pitfall of lacking a masculine frame, which can leave an impression of uncertainty and indecisiveness. We've delved into the importance of body language, a silent communicator that often speaks louder than words. Your stance, your gestures, the way you carry yourself, all these are crucial in creating that first impression. We've also talked about the significance of being sure of oneself. Confidence is attractive, but it needs to be rooted in a genuine belief in oneself. Learning the art of being polarizing too is key. It's about knowing when to stand your ground, when to push, and when to pull back. We've highlighted the necessity of being your authentic self. Pretense can only get you so far, and in the end, authenticity shines through. We've discussed the perils of lying and talking bad about others, including your exes. These actions only reflect poorly on you and could potentially ruin your chances of building a meaningful connection. Finally, we've touched upon the importance of a good sense of fashion. Dressing well is not about vanity, but about self-respect and showing that you care about the impression you make on others. Now, for our bonus tip, honesty. Remember, honesty is not just about not lying, it's about being true to your feelings, your wants, and your boundaries. It's about expressing what you feel, what you want from your partner, and what you won't put up with. It's about being honest with yourself and with the woman you're dating. This might seem simple, but it's not always easy. It requires courage and a strong sense of self-worth. But when practiced, it can transform your dating experience and lead to healthier, more fulfilling relationships. Remember, honesty is the best policy, honesty with yourself and honesty with others.